Guys, user 117907 wants us to listen to a track from Guilty Gear Drive, and the name of this track is Hellfire. You guys ready? Here we go. Yes, we've listened to a few from this. This is great. Has a little bit of a thrash on it, right?
I woke up one morning, strangers say hello to me. Tomorrow their names will be carved on the stone. We're going home, but I'm a terrible liar. Forgive me, that's not the art of prayer.
So apparently the lyrics don't lean on rhythmical rhyming.
For the sake of the day, keep crying out.
I'm detecting a little Black Sabbath. Not so much in the speed grind of it all, but in the turnarounds of the verse.
Dream of heaven. I
think the guitar player is using a doubler on this.
Forgive me, just get me out of this hell. For faith and the pain, keep crying out. Swing the soul, swing the soul, swing the breaking soul now.
Can you hear the dulcimer in the background?
I will see that way, lips can't hear my commands, but still I can't see the way home. I am the reaper, took my place in the world.
Nice little gallop section here. I like this on the solo, the effects. Ooh, listen to the bass. Sounds dainty right there. I was expecting something else. I was like, no. A little Boston-esque here. I think only because of the background vocals.
Bring it on your Boston! Bring it on Boston! I'll never call him down! Bring it on Boston! I'll never go him down with us.
So, obviously, we've listened to quite a bit of Guilty Gear, but this was the first one with the Hellfire. One of the things that I've really enjoyed on the journey with Guilty Gear Strive is the authenticity and how the composer reproduces, well, not reproduces the sound based on nostalgia. These are fresh compositions, obviously, but you know, it's like he really rinses and understands, or the composers, I don't know if there's one or a couple, they really understand the power of what the purest of power metal and thrash brings to high voltage kind of visual environments. You know, there's a lot of that straightforward, you know, eighths, you know. If you're thinking of this in kind of a classical composition way, you know, the ostinato of keeping that anxiety and stuff moving forward, as strings are going, you know, it keeps you tense, it keeps you moving on and everything like that. But I think the choice of using such a nostalgic combo or hybrid of the thrash, power chord, power rock, power metal, components, all components too. Not only the tones and the guitars and how the musicians are playing it, but the vocals and the vocal arrangements as well. You know, very power captain, singer, you know, I'll come and rescue you, you know, kind of vocals. Very anthemic and very, there's another word I'm looking for. Power glory, you know, kind of a thing. And so far, almost all the tracks that I've listened to through Guilty Gear all have that component in there. And it's probably super, super great gaming game, because I've never played Guilty Gear. As a reminder, this is a character for Leo. Hang on, I'm reading this. Really gameplay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, for this kind of music to be full-on gameplay, you know, battling kind of stuffs. I play Innocent Gear. That's what Patty Cake says. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm such a violent game player that I bought, you know, Power Wash 2. So now I'm going to really be kicking ass, because now I've got a ground steamer and a ground cleaner, you know, so watch out. I'm volatile in my boss battles. Get that piece of dirt up there, raw! I'm just saying. Next up, Michael Zen. How are ya? What's going on? It's not. I think it was a Cleveland steamer, as a matter of fact. Hi, Jeebs. This time I'm bringing another live song from Estonia artist Tanal Padar. The song name translated into English is "I Want to Live." It's more of a slower, heavy rock that has calm parts to it, and it's to really vibe to. All right. Are you here? There's Michael Zen. How are you? All right, let's check this out. Oh, shit. Don't tell me I forgot it again. Oh, no. I didn't. Sorry.
Istun yksintäsi. Tahan sul rääkida. Akna taga kuusõõr. Kell on vahepeal pool viis. Ehk tead, et uinuda ei saa. Ma just sageli ja pean valvama.
I like this a lot.
Laula väljas vaitu. Akna taga kuusõõr. Ma pean end raske rääkida. On tormist minu sees, mil ümber kõik on vaid mu sees. Tahan elada, vabaks istuda,
tell you what I really love is his voice, tonal-wise, or he's staying in the same range, but the change in the dynamic and the smokiness and the heaviness in his tone when the guitar came in is fantastic. Yeah, grungy. That's a great way to put it. You know what's really odd is that audience noise in there doesn't seem like it's the audience noise. Listen to it closely. You'll see it, hear it loop. Unless that's a brilliant use of white noise. Good bass work. Judgment. I love his voice here. Again, guys, remind me, where is this from? What country? Estonia, thank you. Sorry, Michael. Bass player's got some great lines in there. I really like this track a lot. I loved how it opens up and right now how it's ending with the softer pads. Production on this is great. I don't know what the actual lyrical content was about, but the production was fantastic on this. The way this just kind of led you up and out. And then it brings you in, you know, obviously, where it starts getting grungy, obviously, is when the band comes in. Once again, I just really enjoyed his performance vocally. I had an epiphany while listening to this song, just on the fact that, you know, my whole life as a composer, because I don't write lyrics and I don't sing, though I've tried on my own for fun, that my brain functions on layers. Like I listen to something and I automatically go to, as an arranger and composer, whether it's layers that I hear in a song or layers that I'm predicting in my head are happening. And I just forget sometimes just how wonderfully powerful a few simple chords and nice changes. This is what these chords and these, you know, which is very nice and stuff, just how much and how powerful just a really good melody is, you know, and it doesn't have to be riffy and frilly and flying around in all kinds of octaves and stuff like that. How emotional, you know, performers could be, such as this one, you know. And so going from his more, you know, this voice to sorry, sounded like just somebody stepped on chicken balls, but I'm just saying. I just really enjoyed this. I had to step away off of it for a little bit and just go, God, that's really, really super good song, is what I'm talking about. And yes, chickens don't have balls. At least I don't think so. Thank you, Michael Zen, for bringing that here. Yes. How many of you guys saw or have seen on social media those videos where the parents tell the kids to take the gizzard and stuff out of the turkeys? and then they get the neck, and the kids lose their minds because they think it's a turkey D. I mean, how many? Those. That's. I'm sorry. I don't know. Well, I think I came to that because I said chicken balls, and you know, of course, those videos where the kids are reaching and thinking they're grabbing that. Yeah, my algorithm's a mess. My algorithm is, you know, laughing cats, scare pranks. I don't know. They're fourth wall. My algorithm functions on fourth wall style. It's a fetish. It ain't a fetish. I'm just scrolling. It's going, what are they doing? And you know how the algorithms work. If you watch something longer than 2 or 3 seconds, the algorithm goes, oh, he must like that. They start feeding you that shit all the time. Anyhow, I'm sorry. I digress. That was a great track. I'm just going to keep moving on. Thank you. Super Dave World. How are you, Super Dave World? Let me see here. So, about the collaboration album. Genuine collaborations between two sets of artists are rare. For the new album, Stygian Volume 1, the members Dylan Desmond, who's the bass and vocals, and Jesse Scherbaum, drums and vocals, of doom duo Bell Witch, didn't just team up again with dark folk elitist. I'm sorry, Elgist, a frickin' tongue twister. Eric Mordridge, who does the vocals of Ariel Run, they fully integrate the two outfits. While Mogridge has been part of the Bell Witch's sonic fingerprint on all their prior records. Oh, sorry. Eek. Perhaps most notably for his vocals and previous full-length Mirror Reaper, he's now part of the very fabric that makes up the 5 hauntingly beautiful, strikingly heavenly songs comprised Stygian Bow Volume 1. Oh, I hope I got that right. The song is called The Bastard Wind, and the name of the band is Ariel, Roan, and Bell Witch. Sorry about that belch. It just kind of snuck up on me. All right, here we go. Yeah, that was my hidden Belcho voice. It was Quado. one of the things I've learned about doom metal is that as dark as the name really evokes, everything must be raw. They have a wonderful kind of open-minded approach to the canvas of what that genre is. Like, this is a beautiful starting. Kind of wants to bring you into a tone, into a vibe. And then they'll light one off on you, I'm assuming. Jump scare, sorry. Think about it, I guess Sabbath, yeah, I would like with songs like Iron Man, starting of that. What other song did Sabbath have that was similar starting? Kind of like just lugging the darkness of your past behind you and dragging it in the sludge of a contemporary world. That background, the vocals that are going on back there. And there, you notice there's like no sizzle in this track whatsoever. So the mastering, the mixing process, they really passed off the top. I'd say from like 12K up, it really just went. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. It's exquisitely dreary. That lower air. I like we're getting a little bit of, a little more of a buzz in the arrangement. With the ace in there, just kind of filling in a little more. Is very unique, very bottom heavy, very even that. Thank you, Garden. I'm gonna go for a little longer. This track was a little longer than I anticipated, so I'll stick around a little longer. Sounds Lacrimosa. Oh, by the way, hi Lacrimosa. It sounds like they just really just passed off the high end on everything, especially the guitar tone. So it could be nice and like stuck in the middle of your throat kind of tone. Like the monks of death. There's got to be a bigger story behind this. I'm obviously not catching because I don't understand the lyrics or anything like this. It's like one piece. Such in a good mood. No, don't be sorry. But I'm saying it's doing what it's supposed to do. Pulls you into a darker, deeper thought process. Not like it's ruining my day. And they're doing the job phenomenal, you know, like just... slowing down just ever so slightly. That's what it feels like. It's like it's slowly. That's great theory of the mind there, Alman. That's true. I thought I heard an organ back there. I just couldn't pull it together, but now I can hear it clearer. I'm so happy I heard that song. Yeah, that it was. I couldn't help but think of like theater, musical, something that was happening, like in the storytelling of everything. I caught some of the lyrics and stuff, but I couldn't help but feel that it was like the execution of an executioner, kind of path. You know, just barely getting it. I had to cut his head off one more time. Yeah, frickin', you know, I don't know. So the album tells the story. So is this one cut in the album? No pun. Hey, Debussy, welcome. Is that one cut in the album as it is? You know, without a doubt, oh God, I'm just gonna put that on a shirt. Without a doubt, then I'll never say it again. So doubt without it. I think the one thing that really stood out to me was the production choices that were made there. And by really taking off the high end on that whole track and stuff and keep it so bold in the bottom, you know, kind of vibe, you know, with the heaviness and the darkness and the voices and stuff really stayed. And then something else that I was listening to, I was going, oh my gosh, you know, this drummer had to himself, in his own way, had to slow this track down just a little bit more, and then just, you know, hang out there for just a little bit more. That's not easy stuff, man. You've got to be into that in order to execute it with feeling. Funny enough, you know, as slow and as miserable sounding as it was, not sounding in its tone, but whatever the backstory to that is, it's got to be like, I can't do this anymore. The ED drugs aren't working. I can't go to it. You know what I mean? It's like, just like, you know, that kind of thing is just such a knuckle dragger of a track, you know? But that's what it did to me. I sat there. I just sat here and I was just like, I just had to let it just be me. I couldn't listen to it as somebody who's getting a reaction. I just needed for it to just take a hold of me and just go, I'm gonna take your soul and bash it down, and then when I'm done bashing it, I'm gonna sit on it, and then when I'm done sitting on your soul, I'm gonna cut it to pieces, and then after that, I'm gonna sell it off for cat food, and then after that, I'm gonna kill the cat 9 times. Boom, you know what I mean? It was that kind of rah, rah, rah. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for that, though. We were all having fun here in the chat. All right. Oh, my goony goo-goo. All right. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got coming up here. La, 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 la. SB. Hello, SB. Let's see. Good morning, Jeebs and Nakados. Went to a great show last night for my 24th gig of the year. 24 gigs. Do you guys hear that? She went to 24 concerts this year. Just, I love that. Living life to the fullest. And found this a ripper local band. I got chatting to the vocalist. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. That was a hangover from the last song. I'm just like trying to breathe oxygen back into my body right now. I got chatting with the vocalist after the gig and might even get them to play at my 50th next year. Nice. Watching them get set up, they were looking a tad nervous, but they absolutely killed their set. Goes to show how important it is to support your local scene, and I'm looking forward to hearing what else these guys come up with. So enjoy. So SB is sharing with us from her personal experience listening to this band in person. The band is called False Front 45, and the name of the song is Despise. Let's go. All right. Ooh, what a great bass tone. Why am I feeling a little Slipknot-ish? Okay, now they shifted up a little bit. Damn. Oh, I love this precision here in production. Just the guitar here and the bass choking it up. I'll tell you what's keeping this in a big crush for me is that cut time feeling. Actually, you know what the growl sounds like a little bit to me? Sam Kennison. I noticed that that's an odd comparison, but... That's where it's Super Dave, that's where I'm pulling that from. Oh, there we go. That's a definitive ending. That's what I'm talking about. Love you. Well, that's not what it said, obviously. Like I said in the middle of the track, one of the things I'm always attracted to when it comes to this really super heavy metal style composition and stuff like this is the decision bands will make to go either, you know, real time or cut time. So even though there are things that are going instead of going you know, it's like I've said many times, it seems to add just an extra bit of heaviness and darkness to it is when you've got that happening in the background, but the cut time is the whole track with it itself. Of course, we had a little slowdown at the end. The opening with the bass. That was such a great dark bass tone, without a doubt. That was just epic. Also, the vocals have very unique shape to it, tone-wise. You know, I'm not. I've already heard my lifetime's share of, you know, growling vocals and stuff like that, and you know, one of the things is that's in my journey of doing that, I've been able to kind of develop a bit of a palette on getting past when I first heard it. It's like, what is this and why are they doing that? To like, oh, I'm beginning to understand the textures, the textures of tone or enunciation or how they might do what they do. And I really love the dynamics of this vocalist's tone, even though I don't understand what he's saying, you know. But it was funny, though, when I popped up that thing about saying, it just reminded me of Sam Kinison. I think it was Super Dave had put up the exact phrase I was thinking of, which is that scene where Sam Kinison says something like, "Go where the food is!" You know, if for those of you who know Sam Kinison in that one particular, you know, bit. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Sam Kinison on... I think, is this it? I guess.
Hey, just trying to help. But like I said, I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to just do whatever I can for people. Like the World Hunger thing, the USA for Africa. Isn't that great? You guys hear the song? Nice song, isn't it? Beautiful. I'm like anybody else on the planet. I'm very moved by world hunger. I see the same commercials. Those little kids starving and very depressed. And yeah, I watch these things on TV and I see those commercials and I look at it and I go, God, how cruel, you know? To see a little kid out there and I go, fuck, you know, I know the film crew could give this kid a sandwich. You know, the kid's not out there, you know, filming a letter from home with a Betamax, huh? You know, there's a director 5 feet away going, don't feed him yet! Get that sandwich out of here! It doesn't work unless he looks hungry!
See, it sounds like death metal.
Well, I'm not trying to make fun of world hunger. Matter of fact, I think I have the answer, because I spent a lot of time working it out. And if you want to stop world hunger, stop sending them food. Don't send these people another bite, folks. You want to send them something, you want to help, send them U-Hauls. Send them U-Hauls, some luggage, send them a guy out there that goes, hey, you know, we've been driving out here every day with your food for like the last, I don't know, 30, 40 years. And we were driving out here a day across the desert, and it occurred to us there wouldn't be world hunger if you people would live where the food is!
You see, that's what it sounded like in the last song.
Understand that you live in a fucking desert! Nothing grows out here! Nothing's gonna grow out here! You see this? Huh? See this? This is sand. Yeah. It's sand. You know it's gonna be 100 years from now, huh? It's gonna be sand! You live in a fucking desert! Get your kids, get your shit, we'll make one trip! We'll take you to where the food is! We have deserts in America, we just don't live in them, asshole! You guys been a great crowd. Thank you very much. It's fantastic. I love you. Thank you.
So now you can tell where it was. There was just something in that one response where he goes, you got to go where the food is. Just something about that. There was a little bit of that articulation. I don't know if it was the tempo of the articulation or the tone in which the last singer, this is where I got it from. I'm just saying, it was just, you know. You know, and I bet you Sam Kinison probably could have been an insane metal, you know, dark, growly vocalist and stuff. You know, because I also believed in his past he was a preacher or something, so that whole energy thing is part and parcel. But anyhow, Sam Kinison, what a legend, I tell you. I think he was also in a movie with Rodney Franklin. Rodney Franklin, ugh. Sorry, that's an R&B musician. Rodney Delon-Rippy. No, Rodney, who is a comedian? Rodney Dangerfield. Oh my God. I also said Alan Rippey. I'm gone. I'm just, this is when it all falls apart for me now. I'm just saying, let's just keep moving on is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm not even high yet. I mean, I don't get high. I'm just saying, I'm not, you know. Let me just get out of this one. Lacrimosa, how you doing, buddy? He goes, I would call this quintessential modern post-hardcore sound. Love the latter half of this track. Lacrimosa, one of our legendary Kados here in the house on my in the middle of the week session here. Wants to listen to a band a lot like Birds. And the song is Tantrum Far from the tree, the apple grew rotten. All right. Let's do this for La Cremosa. Let's go. Oh my gosh, what does this remind me of? This is great, but it just put me somewhere. Buenas noches, tonto corazón. Great vocals, geez. Oh wow, this vocalist is crushing. They had drummers working overtime. What a great blend of some ambient material in the background. Just love that. On the polar opposite, it's a very fast riffage. It's being played. I love this little flex in production. I literally said that as you were typing that too, Lacrimosa. He's in my head. Listen to the banging on the bass. Total opposite texture than the rest. bass in his mix. I love the swimming arpeggiations. They've been very consistent with that on the track, the whole track. Man, is he getting to that point in his performance is so painful. I love the additional range that's coming back in here with the other guitars kind of playing off each other in their delay. You know what's unique about hearing how this track just tailed off? It goes to show you how long of what they call feedback in the delay programming, how long that was set for, which gives you that very unique ambient kind of vibe, but it also gives you, so in other words, we know what delay is, you know, whenever it's used musically, you know, bop, 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 bop. Yeah, we all know it, right? Echo, delay, and the whole thing. But setting the feedback on it is going to kind of dictate how long of a tail that's going to have. And if that's used right, and you know, depending on what kind of tones you have, you get to create kind of this guitar arpeggiated harmonic thing that will bounce back at you. So that delay will carry something that you played literally a bar before, but it's way tailing off. And when that happens, because you have that, depending on the, you know, the note structure that you're playing, your chord changes and stuff, or the intervals, it can become an absolutely beautiful little pattern of things happening in the back. It's like watching a firework explode. And then, have you ever seen those fireworks that explode and then all of a sudden some of the things drift down and then it goes and it crackles off to the end? Kind of gives you that vibe there. That was a great track. And the vocal, holy shalafafalamalafala. At the very end of that was that guy just pouring it out. You know, he was dumping buckets of anger or pain and misery on that. And it, once again, not too sure what the lyrics are saying. So I'm just, you know, going off of the performance. But yeah, this had a lot of great, this checked off a lot of boxes for me. You know, and of course, Lacrimosa jumps in. The second I got through saying it, I was about to say it. The fact that in the middle of the track, it brings you back down. It lets you know I've said this before, or I said it recently, where sometimes when bands do that, and they're just crushing a section, and then they cut it off in its dynamics, volume down, cuts down, all distortion stuff down, but now there's just a little bit of stuff happening that's kind of keeping you kind of tethered to the track. It's almost like if you remove a steak from a barbecue and you put it to the side. It's still the steak, it's still authentic and stuff, but for those of you who barbecue, know that that steak is still gonna cook for a while, but you just kind of moved it over here and let it kind of, but the sizzle is still there. It reminds me of that, you know, still haven't lost the context of the steak. But in this case, sort of the heavy metal track, but it brings you to that place where you get to just go whoosh. Heavy metal and steak. I don't know, there's a food truck in there somewhere, don't you think? Could you imagine having a food truck of nothing but like steak, and then the speakers were like all kinds of heavy metal? and like the spray paint on it is, let's say, like it's a bunch of bulls, you know, all heavy metal. I don't know. There we go. Somebody go make $1 million. Just send me a steak sandwich when you're done. Okay. I have a couple more donos I want to get in here, and then I'm going to spin off a couple of cheesies soon. Let me see here. Kebab Seller. Hi, Kebab Seller. How you been? I hope everything's doing well. Sometimes those $5 Steam games have better music than a lot of bigger budget games. And I can say I agree with you wholly. So he wants us to listen to a track from a game. It's like a $5 Steam game. The game is called Kingdom 2 Crowns. So TWO, Kingdom 2 Crowns. A Kingdom 2 Crowns, I don't know. And the name of the song is Equinox. So this is from Kebab Seller. Everybody say hi to Kebab Seller. Here we go. That's killer. I love that little glide up of some pad there. Yes, this is great. Is so badass. He's so right. I love this. There's a little bit of Celeste and Minecraft-y. Man, this is just unlocking a level of bliss. Definitely AAA level. What a beautiful track, Kebab Seller. That was absolutely beautiful. What I loved about it, and some other people had already mentioned here, is the fact that, especially Amon kind of dialed into it, you know, the principal arrangement was done something like a sequential circuits kind of vibe, which is either Prophet 5 or a VS. I had both. I was lucky when I was younger. We had, in the studio, we had a VS and a 5, and we actually had one of the original mini Moogs fitted with MIDI back in the day. So this definitely had all of those vibes, very early on analog, kind of like the precursor to lo-fi, depending on how you rolled off some of your settings there. To me, once again, a track like this, I don't know where it is in the game, gives you that peacefulness of, like somebody else put in Stardew Valley, which I totally agree. Maybe a little syrupy for Stardew Valley in the sense that I didn't play a lot of it, but I know that I never ran into something that was mysteriously or mystic. But I understand the relationship with that. But I was really just lulled into a place of being very peaceful with that track. That was magic, you know. So apparently you bought this and you played it, and if you listen to this, put it in the comment. Was this something like you're playing and all of a sudden you had to stop and just wait and listen to it? Was it part of the gameplay kind of a thing? And so in the background, you were able to let go of the controller and just listen to the piece. I thought it was great. I loved every bit of it. I saved it in my playlist because I want to listen to that again and listen to the tones again. You know, us old farts like Amon and I, well, I'm older fart. We can recognize these things because Amon, when you put in the Prophet 5 and I went, how old is this guy? It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying. If you know about the Prophet 5 and the VS and stuff like that, you were in it to win it around the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, you know, that kind of thing. But you see, I remember when I was a kid back in the 1900s, my uncle had the original OB8 that were these ginormous, like, with knobs this big, you know, and just getting their sounds and stuff like that, the real old OB setups and stuff like that. But anyhow, yapper. Sendrat says there's some pretty critical attacks in this that happen. You know. So it looks like an interesting game. Yeah, Talking Heads. I remember them. Who can forget the Talking Heads? Next up is going to be Craving 1021. Craving 1021 wants us to listen to a band called the Deep Dark Woods. And the name of the song is Place I Left Behind. Let's go. If I ever left any deep dark wood in a place left behind, it would have to be... I'll drink water right about now.
I'm a good old rambling boy.
Oh, God, I'm already loving this.
That's just what I am. This fair land that you call yours, I do not give a damn. I've got the rambling fever down in my bones.
Oh my God, I snorted. Sorry.
The only place that I ever loved is the place I left behind.
Actually, it's acoustic guitar, banjo, and a clean tone. A little organ there. Spacey looking.
One more month without steady pay, and a couple more days all are going away. Down from the city with the sunny side to the place I left behind, where the work and money never goes dry, and the girls they treat you mighty fine. Can never get them.
I love where the acoustic guitar is living in the mix here. It's very intimate and pulled behind.
I've got the lonesome blues everywhere I go. Learned everything that I need to know. The only place I can bide my time is the place I left behind. Way out west,
I love all the subtle, a little bit of synth work back there, but just as light strokes of like texture.
I love so much, and the girl with the softest touch.
I mean, it could not be synth work or just how they're volume flexing some of the instruments in and out.
This fair land that you call yours, I do not give a damn.
The chord changes, and it kind of reminds you a little bit of the Cat in the Cradle. Anybody get that? A little bit of the melody too.
Place left behind.
With that little section there. Yeah, when you said that, SP, I was like going, I'm getting it too, but what was it? And all of a sudden, I did catch the cats and the cradles and the silver balls. There's there was a little bit of a weave of a kind of a, isn't that the wall? Isn't that part of the lyric? The cats and the cradles and the silver ball. I don't know. That's what I remember. Sorry. Silver spoons. Oh shit. Oh my God. Well, it's been a while since I've heard the song. My bad. Okay. Insert foot in mouth. That'll be a size 9, extra wide. Oh my God. Whatever. That was a great track too, wasn't it? I love this track. I love the blend. We had the acoustic, we had the banjo, and we had a clean guitar sound, but it was electric, but a very clean sound with a little bit of a soft, wavery post kind of flanginess to it. I love the bass playing. The bass player was really using a muted technique on that, where the palm is up against all 4 strings really aggressively, like really leaning on it. So every time you get it, you get this really sharper or more of a forceful mute, if you would. Poop, 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 I love that technique. That was great. And the voice. This was a great track. Hang on for a second. Okay, playlist. So I shall come back and listen to it. Underwater Dojo, are you here? I only got Underwater Dojo, Potatui, and Anford, and then I'm done with the donos, and then we'll spin the wheel a couple times. Sound good? Okay. I stumbled across this on my channel. I didn't realize I'm stepping into, but it was a rad track. I went through every emotion in my catalog in 3 minutes. Happy days. Okay, so Underwater Dojo wants us to check out Rosalia, and the name of the song is Bergian. Yeah, me and my trying to announce names and bands, right? Here we go. That was a great opening for the video. And I'm taking the classical musicians with me. Great engineering there. Guys took a cut from clowncore there.
This is
The engineering here on this is so good.
The only way I will be saved here by intervention.
I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. 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 Love me. Till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. I'll fuck you till you love me. Love me. Love me. Love me. Love me.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say what an absolutely amazing tone in her voice. Another thing I want to say is I've never listened to this artist before, so I just have to, my response is based on first time listening to without understanding if Rosalia is una artista. But this is what her artistry is based on, taking these incredible hybrid approaches. So the fact is when I first saw the video starting, okay, I didn't know what was coming in. Then I saw the string section come through. And there was a little part of me where I was going, okay, this is badass here. I get it. You know, the ostinatos were fast and ripping, you know, or some of the, you know, more spiccato type of playing was going on. Then there was a minute there where I was going, like I had to stop and think. I was listening so much to the strings and the performance. I was wondering if there was a little edge of let's say contemporary use of live music sounds. Let's just leave it at that. Then when it opens up and starts to cook, her vocals come in and I didn't know what to expect. So this artist obviously has some kind of incredible background in classical vocalization, be it opera or, you know, music theater, let's just say, in the more bolder scheme of things. I loved the engineering on this. She has an incredible tone, but her voice was really saturated and sunk deep in with the reverbs and stuff, or a reverb. So there was this kind of dichotomy in the agitation that the strings was causing, but yet with her melody singing and riff and, you know, plowing through, if you would, with her beautiful tone. She had like that oboe ginsu knife cut in the tone of her voice with the reverb. Excuse me. I was receiving this kind of messaging of like there is a, in the storytelling there's a sense of confusion. For me, this is, remember, my listening to it and stuff, like what story is she going to come out with? And then as the song started to progress, I couldn't help but be also taken back by the video. Video production was insane. It was beautiful. It was perfect. But you know, the taking the classical musicians out onto the street and to the doctor's office while she was getting an EKG, into the bus. And funny enough, when it got into the bus, I was thinking of Clown Core. You know, if you know. But through that journey were also other engineering changes that were happening to the voice and stuff like that I found incredibly I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the track full stop. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was produced phenomenally. And then at the very end, the video, geez, that's a lot of input with post effects or whatever they did, you know, with the singing bird and the deer and the whole thing. I thought this was great. By far, one of the coolest tracks I've heard in a long time, especially with an emphasis on a beautiful voice, of strings, and a very contemporary production. So, boy, did I run long on this, but that's how I felt about it. I thought it was absolutely badass. So I've got to learn more about this artist. And if you're listening to this and scratching your head going, yeah, you don't know about? No, because you guys know. I live in a coconut. I live in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob Jeeves pants. Guado. Anyhow, phenomenal. Okay. Let me see. Potatoe, you are up next. Potatoe, are you still here? I know. Should that be on a shirt? I would get like sued for that, right? SpongeBob. I saw. Oh my god. I said something where I thought I was going to get so canceled. I was talking to a bunch of my friends. We were just hanging out, but I was on the clock. And this lady walks by, and it's that look of, I think it was more like the 90s, when some of the more, let's just say, ladies that did a little extra to their face and their bodies, walked by with the sweatpants, long sweatpants, you know, just barely over their butt cracks, and then a tank top with obviously redone artillery. And somebody points her out, and I just went, yeah, check that out. Sweatpants sponge boob. I'm dying, everybody else is dying, and then I'm waiting to get canceled. I'm just saying. That's just, I don't know where that came from, but I let that build into my system. I was like, God, look at that. Look at that sweatpants sponge boob. And I don't know. I'm such a douchebag. What can I say? Next up is Potato Way. We are going to be listening to a game OST called Reverse 1999. The name of the song is Glory Reclaimed. Okay, that should be on a shirt, right? I'm dying. Oh, shit, here comes Quado. I should have Cookie Joe do the artwork for that. That would be funny. Okay, here we go. Wasn't anticipating that chord change. Beautiful.
An ancient blood in my veins. Won't bow down, won't be tamed. Is it last? Is it God? On the truth they carved in stone. Let the haze reclaim me.
Ooh, beautiful. Wow.
Let the hero rewrite story. Let the rival praise my name. My rule, my reign, no more change. Let the players play the wild game. I don't play along life's day.
Cute little dance there in that violin line.
These days takes me down. Wheels of fate spin round and round. The game of grounds played by crowds. Build one up, then tear one down. The depths of myth burns down like rain. The rebel floor
Nice with the acoustic guitar there. a very unique note that was in there. I'm just saying. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful track. This was apparently part of a video game called Reverse 1999. So I don't know if this was maybe playing at end titles or beginning or something like that, or somewhere in the video game this is in there somehow. Beautiful, beautiful track. It's like this one and the last one, just absolutely stunning vocals. And yeah, I think it was SB that had mentioned that the tone of the vocals did kind of shift. I was expecting, well, not so much expecting. I'd settled into a tone, and it expanded quite a bit into another flavor, if you would. And but the track in itself was just so beautiful, so peaceful, you know. And then of course you saw me get a little like woo 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 as soon as you get some of the little bit of the sprinkles of the acoustic guitar work that came to life a little more, and then the background vocals. Chuck Lamore. I loved it. Okay, last dono here before I spin the wheel a couple times is for Anford. Anford wants us to listen to a track. And it's only 25 minutes. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, the video is 23 minutes, but we're apparently kicking in at 9:30. Okay, good. You're pre-stamped it. So this artist is Howdy. I just think a nice pop ballad moment should be fun today. The timestamp is at 9:30 and it kills at 13:25. All right, you guys ready? This is going to be the band or the artist Chappelle Roan, R-O-A-N, and the name of the song is Picture You. Oh, it's a Tiny Desk concert. Good. We get to watch a live performance. You guys ready for that? Let's go.
This next song is Picture You.
So cute with the phone, the whole thing.
Okay, you guys.
I love that.
Okay.
It's an old flip phone, too. It's...
Draw the blinds, light every candle, slip off my pretty dress down my chest when I think of you.
Beautiful voice.
Every night, both lips on the mirror. It's ritualistic, counting lipstick stains where you should be. Oh, I need you around, getting close now. Do you picture me like I picture you?
Ooh, nice with the strings right there.
From your point of view, do you feel the same? I'm too scared to say half of the things I do when I picture you.
What an amazing voice.
So tell me now, all your perverse.
Thought I heard something there. It just made me go.
Am I doing research in a miniskirt at the library in your hometown? Oh, I need you around, getting close now. Do you picture me like I picture you? In the frame, your point of view, do you feel the same?
Whoa.
Too scared to say half of the things I do when I picture you. picture me like I picture you? Am I in the frame from your point of view? Do you feel the same? I'm too scared to say half of the things I do when I picture you.
What an absolutely, yes, sir. What an, first of all, and really the big lean here for me is her voice is absolutely phenomenal. All those beautiful dynamics, especially, I mean, you can see it in my face every time she did something completely unique. I probably bubbled into it. I was like, brah, just stunning. And well, I mean, this is Tiny Desk in there, or Teeny or Tiny Desk, and they're also really good at engineering and stuff like that. But in this case, there's certain parts of the strings and stuff that I was like wanting to lean into a little bit more to try to get, but there was some really great string arrangement that was going on there. Some of it was very subtle. It was just more supportive to chord change stuff, but there was a couple times where I heard some, oh, that's good. Loving that. There was, I don't know, I forgot where exactly, I think it was after the first hook, the string section. And then there was I thought that I heard a note coming out of the violin that was a little kind of like, but it could be my brain because I'm old. And then the song in of itself had a very kind of that 50s kind of glide to it in tempo and in chord change and in structure. I think maybe I could have be saying that too because I'm influenced slightly by the way she's dressed up or something, maybe, in who knows. It's just my brain doing what my brain does. One thing I did notice is that all the musicians do have like it looks like some of their eyeshadow is running down, must be part of the, you know, the way they were supposed to be presented. But nonetheless, the whole thing is all about the vocals. Unbelievable vocalist, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tone in her voice, just butter, and also her vibrato, very subtle. There's some a little bit of fast vibrato, but kind of teeing off into this little beautiful gliss that would just kind of glide off. Wow, shock-a-doobies. What a great way to end up the dono section of our stream. Anford, thank you so much. So well worth the wait. So let me do this. Let's go ahead and what do you say we haul off on a couple of Wheel of Cheeses? Does that sound okay with you guys? A couple of Wheel of Cheese? Okay, Wheel of Cheese. Wheel of Cheese, where are you? Oh, my cheese wheel has disappeared. Where is my cheesy wheel? Look, can you see my ankle boot? Right there, that's my half ankle boot for ankle fractures. But it's for when I walk around on my plantar fasciitis. Actually works pretty good. All right, so first I got to find the wheel, guys, so stand by. Why is it not there? Wheelie, come back to me. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, guys, for a second, I thought we may have had lost Wheelie. What do you say to that? That if I would have lost Wheelie, that would have been it. We're doomed. I'd have to call up my Wheelie master, who's really good. I'm sorry. And that would be I'm a Snake. So, nah. User error. My life is user error. So, all right, guys, let me reconfigure and refresh. And let's get going. This is not the list. Okay, I got to now that I did this, I have to change the list around. You guys ready? Okay, new list. Here we go. Oh, you're kidding me. I, the Coop, is the luckiest person in town. You won last time, too. What the heck? It's a cheesy conspiracy, I say. All righty, here we go. 1 a.m. is touching the wheel. Okay, hang on for a second. I, the Coop, wants us to listen to... Whoops, I gotta find it. Okay, here we go. We're coming into some more Genshin Impact, my friends. So it's so funny. He even knows he's getting picked so often. Listen to him, this guy. I'm getting picked so often that I don't even have time to think of a new OST to suggest to you. Let's see. What do I have today is more serious and cinematic. The context is a bit longer, so I apologize in advance. The track plays during the fight against Bakanawa, a giant mushroom monster you run into in the open of the quest of Natlan. Long ago, the creature wiped out the entire village and was so massive, people described it as a moving mountain. It was created by Randoder, and an alchemist who experimented, spiraled out of control, and the creature eventually turned on her and even tore off parts of her body. To make things worse, it could regenerate almost endlessly. To stop it, a legendary local warrior named Tenoch sacrificed himself to another warrior, Sunhashjai. Could perform a special ritual that made Bakanawa explode from the inside. This shattered the monster into countless fragments, but everybody knew what would keep it gone forever. In the present day, you end up fighting one of those fragments called the permeated body. The fight takes place in Marjaveri, a dangerous and unstable region where the reality itself breaks down. Even as its fragment, Bakanakwa is still nearly immortal. And it writes, condition ever line up, it might eventually return to its full origin. Maybe one day I can return to my full organ. To keep all that sounds is just so wrong. To keep it from escalating, you have to cut off its arms and defeat it. Okay, the description is probably longer than the track itself. So here we go. This is from Genshin Impact. The name of the track is In a Land of War. Here we go. Giant orchestrated piece. Hear the delay on piano? Brahms vibe. Very moving. From the start to this point, very ostinato. And here comes the fragments that you're fighting. All the little pieces. Beautiful voice, great little section. stabs here. Big finish. What was really fun about listening to this is it had a very wide open orchestration. So there was a lot of space in between the movement. And that's what I really liked. Yeah, sure, there was a lot of ostinato work going on, a lot of that pensive, you know, but the composer didn't go ham on the arrangements and fill all the little spaces that are in between that. And so it was very it was a sensible way of doing the orchestration, still relaying the message that shit's going down. So let's do this. But yet have a lot of breathing space in between that. I know that may not fill in correctly, but there wasn't a lot of counter arrangements going on there, so that each one of the arrangements really stood out on its own. And also the other thing is the I don't know anything about this game composer. I know I've heard a lot of the work, but sometimes when I listen to how composers use percussive instruments, gives me a little insight on where they want their emphasis to be on the arrangement. So there wasn't, you know, you could have just, a lot of times the composer's just going, boom, boom, which was nice. It was a thinner percussive sound, if you would, for my taste. On the other hand, you could have gone, boom, 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 you know. So sometimes I sit back and go, I wonder why that was the choice, or if that's just me being sped and my brain does what my brain does, you know, that keeps me in the short yellow bus my whole life as a kid. All right, here we go. Next up, how about spinning for some more queso? Yes, Aman, I was in the middle of, when I was talking about the percussion, I was going to dip into that and say that there's a really good chance that that openness was left there also for game sound design. Okie dokie, more queso de fresco. Where's my cheese? There it is. Okay, Ida Coop, good win. My God, I can't believe how many times you've won in the last few months. Okay, here we go. If you see you, you are there. If you don't see you, you are not there. You guys ready? Let's go. Remember, nothing over 7 minutes, automatic punt. Oh my gosh, so close. Senor oui, Senor oui. Look at you. That was so close. How close was that? All right, let's see what Senor Rui wants us to check out. Senor Rui wants us to listen to a song called, comes from a TV show, he says there. And this is coming from, let's see, written at the end credits theme for an anime called Edge Runners, a prequel show to the game Cyberpunk. The song music video also serves as an official prequel to the show. Do you guys ever heard of Edge Runners? Might be the very first time that I'm doing something from them. So the name of the track is Let You Down from, I guess, the TV show Edge Runners. Let's go.
Feel the rhythm of the streets, neon lights and neon dreams, bloody face, they feel no pain when there's so much more to gain. Hunting season, if you will, I can hardly see the moon. Hope we'll get there pretty soon. Trying so hard to release you out.
God, I just love his voice against the ambient composition.
Hold on to your wishes if you can't hold on to me. Forgive me for letting you down.
I love the percussive sound design. There's some unique things happening and
I guess I'm not strong
some swelling that's coming in.
right now.
God, I'm loving this track. Nice change in the chord pattern right there from the verse.
They will finally feel the flames, flames that run down through my veins. I will make the city burn.
I'm trying to get a handle on the voice. Kind of reminds me of somebody from the 90s.
Trying so hard to be free.
I like the addition to that other sound design percussive.
Hold on to your wishes
Hi-hat.
if you can't hold on to me. Forgive me for letting you down. Forgive me for letting you down again. I guess I'm not strong enough
And I love the choice
right now.
of instrumentation.
Forgive me for letting you down.
It's like a lo-fi EP with a beautiful pad.
Letting you down again. I guess I'm not strong enough right now. Oh my
Nice introduction to that drum right there. That pad answer callback and expand right there is beautiful. That it? Oh, bummer. I got to tell you something. Let me stop this really quick. This was what I love about this, let me find a nice little place to stop it there. What I love about this is when I get the opportunity to listen to music coming through this, through Twitch and through all my channels and stuff like that, I'm just blown away that I have no idea how much great work is out there, because of the medium that is being played on video games and stuff like this. One of the things that with this track that I find just insanely super cool is the glide of his voice and his performance, which is outstanding in the context of the way this song is produced, and the choice of instrumentation in the building of the track through and through. The chord changes are fairly simple. They're more pop contemporary, but here's the beauty. You could do these chord changes, which leaves a lot of room for great melody, first and foremost. But because now that with these chord changes, you can add there's so many different ways to perform that, those chord changes, so many different sounds and patches and ideas and so on and so forth, that it just seems like there's like endless possibilities. But that's the thing, because there are endless possibilities, finding the right combination to make it work is insanely tricky. And that's what this song did. There was a lot of this like taffy, pull me, pull you, ambient, ethereal things that were happening back and forth. Like I had mentioned towards the later of the track. I love the slow build of the percussion. Didn't really start showing up until halfway through the track. It was a little hot in the mix, just for my old man taste. I just when that first percussive arrangement came in, kind of trap oriented, if you would, trap soundy, just a little bright for me. But then once I let that settle past that thought process, it did settle into the layers of the tones that I really enjoyed of the track. And then they kept on introducing other little arpeggio, sequenced or sound design percussion behind it. And so I thought, and also I guess I read that this was a prequel to the Cyberpunk or something like that. So kind of assembling that through this as well also played a little bit into how I was listening to it. Beautiful track, man. Kick-ass track. Loved every bit of it. Thank you so much, Señor. Glad you won it. Okay. Let's see what I got going on here. Let me spin the wheel again. What do you say we spin the wheel? What is, could you mix my track? I don't know if I got time to mix a track. I'm not too sure there. It snows. I got to take a look at it, open it up in my system and see how long the track is and all that. But I'll see what I can do. I'll definitely check about it this weekend. Okay, hang on for a second. I'm going to go like this. Going to go like this. Okay. Wheel of cheese. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we refresh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No way. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Ready? Oh, almost got Brexter in the show. Extreme Wrecker. Extreme Wrecker. Extreme Wrecker. Let's see what we got here for Extreme Wrecker. Let's see. Extreme Wrecker wants us to check out some rock and roll. So the name of this song is The Reign of Kindo. Sorry. Reign of Kindo is the name of the band, and the name of the song is Breathe Again. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad name of a band, right?
Snow in the air as it rides the winter breeze. Crystals of lights are hanging from the trees. The morning of Christmas has arrived.
Thank you, SB.
Time. The children are waiting.
Ooh, nice changes there.
Becomes mine. We march down the stairs and into the other room. The light shining bright on the tree for all to view. The window is shattered and the presents are gone. I know the cries of my children wrote this song. And I swear when I get my hands on him, I'll never
This has a little bit of the stylings of Level 42.
never breathe again. I won't stop.
Like right there, doesn't that give me that lift of...
From them, I'll never breathe again.
Beautiful, beautiful vocals.
Breathe again. Get in my car to chase the only set of tracks.
picked up his body and threw it in the car. You're right, there is darkness in this. It's a beautiful piece of work, but the rhythm, the lyrics are haunting. Love this section. With those lyrics, drove to the river and throw him in. Nobody will pay for his sins.
Something screaming inside me says that I can breathe again. I can breathe again.
Great bass work back there. Beautiful track, Extreme Wrecker. Such a great track. The arrangements, I mean, that was very unique. Somebody had posted in it that this is, they already knew the track was kind of a dark Christmas story-ish vibe or something like that, or just, and I wasn't really going to pay much attention to the lyrics until I was saying, okay, well, let me see where I can pick this up. And the first thing I picked up was how beautifully progressive the arrangements are. And then, of course, the next thing you heard me say is that, oh, shit, when they hit their hook, that level up actually reminded me of Level 42, for those of you who are familiar with that band, who take those same kind of progressive chord changes. Literally, it's part of their major weave, if you would, of the way they structure their songs. The melody, too, had a little bit of a reminiscence of that as well, but the lyrics were pretty, like, bruh. That was, you're right. It was killed the guy, threw him inside the trunk, and then I drove into the river, and I, threw him in the river, and I was like, okay, well, if I wasn't told to listen to it, lyrically, then I probably wouldn't have leaned into it as much, because I was really just enjoying the arrangements too and the chord changes. I don't know how many of you people have the same kind of physical reaction I do with a lot of things. Like if I hear a chord change, you see I get all weirded out and stuff. Oh my goodness, guys! Thank you. I've got to dip out. I loved coming in here unannounced. I just did that only because I just missed the gang, and I wanted to listen to some music with you guys. And I apologize to my mods, SB, for not sending up a flare. And so here's what's going to happen. I am going to probably come in on Saturday. And I'll make it a cheesy day, and I'll try to keep. I'm going to keep jumping in every now and then. Some of it's going to be rando, because I'm kind of trying to gain a little bit of fun and exercise, and us having a wonderful time together listening to music before I go into surgery. From what I understand, let me turn off my hard drive.